All right, good morning. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. My name is Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader, and I trade from an Elliott wave perspective. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin this morning, just look at the morning wave forecast here, and give you that wave update. So let's just jump in. Don't forget, this isn't financial advice, never intended to be so. Also, just so some of you understand what I'm doing on this channel here, guys, I'm not giving a full TA. I'm just looking at the Elliott wave perspective. And I'm also giving my opinion about, I'm not just going to give you ideas about where it could go, up or down. I could say that every day. But I'm actually giving you my opinion, based upon what I'm seeing. My opinion might be wrong, guys. You got to understand that. And I get a lot of trolls after I'm wrong saying, hey, Jim, you should have listened to me and this and that. You know what? Listen, I get it. If you did videos every day too, you'd be wrong sometimes as well. I'm especially dealing with this with this micro count, guys. I'm giving you micro looks of the chart as well as macro. Um, you know, if I say it's going up, it doesn't mean it's going up forever, guys. I was just expecting. I've been saying for weeks now. I'm expecting it to get up here to the structure region. We haven't even made it there yet. We still possibly could go there. I know a lot of people are telling me I was so stupid for saying it was going up and blah 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 and trading it to the upside. I it just kind of gets old. I can't tell you how many times people have, just kind of trolled my channel or just complained about my calls or whatever, and then finally, the call that I made happened. It just happened in a way we didn't expect. That's happened over and over and over. And so just understand what I'm doing on the channel here, guys. I'm a trader. I make decisions every day. And I make low risk, high probability trades. I can't. When I give you the information, I give it to you as it is right now. But that doesn't mean my opinion doesn't change as the market changes, as the as the chart changes. My opinion also changes, and I trade with the chart. So here I am. I'm just going to give you my opinion of the chart right now. Um, you know, and I was not expecting this little dump here. The question becomes, okay, what's going to happen now? So I'm gonna give you some ideas of what I think it's going to happen, and take it or leave it, okay? And I just offer it to you free. Take my time to do this every day. I don't have to do it. A lot of you share that you really appreciate it. You understand that I might be wrong, but you appreciate the insight anyway. And so I thank you guys for that. Those of you that had that kind of an attitude. Some of you, I think, with your negative comments here recently, I think you just don't understand my mentality of what I'm doing. And sometimes I'm not careful as well, guys, just to say, always give you the contingency. I could be wrong. Watch out. Da 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 da. I used to do that all the time. It just kind of gets old. You just guys got to realize that I am a human. I am looking at this chart. I'm trying to analyze it from Elliott wave rules. I'm giving you what I think could happen, based upon the current market conditions. Okay, so I hope that helps you understand a little bit about my heart here and what I'm doing. So I'm going to actually tell you my opinion. Okay, I'm not going to say, well, it could go up. I'm not going to be a Kirby. It could go up or down. It just doesn't give you any kind of directional bias. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be. Some of these other guys that just tell you where the support and resistances are. Um, I'm going to do that, but I'm also going to say, well, this is what I think. But you got to realize that what I think could be wrong. Okay, so I just wanted to make that clear in the front end. All right, so let's jump into the chart here. You know, we've been debating back and forth whether this could be a leading diagonal. I'm not a huge fan of the leading diagonal count, to be honest with you. Here's the problem zone that I don't like it. But all the criteria are fit. I just don't like that we didn't come down here. And I don't like this double touch. I don't know. I just don't like the shape, to be honest with you. But it's possible. And what we would expect out of a leading diagonal is a three wave move, out of it to come back down to support and resistance here. I've got all. If you see yellow lines on my chart, they're support and resistance lines at different places. They're different key price levels. Okay, so we got one right here, top of this wave, bottom of this wave. So there's one there. You might say this wave right here is a good place for this to come down. You might even say, the bottom of this wave possibly is this, support zone as well. So there's some options for price to come down to. Um, but let's talk about how it could come down. This looks very much too quick for this to be. If this were to come down here, basically the shape if we're dealing with a correction here, guys, just a correction. We have a three-wave move here, okay? Got a three-wave move here. We would expect a three-wave move here. That's one way of looking at it. Now, that's so overall, what we would be looking at is overall just a three-wave move. WXY is what that would be called. Okay. Now, the market could stop there and head on up from that point. The market can do that. But generally speaking, Bitcoin takes a lot longer to do everything. Generally, what I would expect is another three-wave move. Okay, and you see how price is going to stay in this sideways, area when it does that. It'll stay. It'll kind of fake down. It'll go up. It'll appear like a fake to the downside, and then a move to the upside. It'll mess everybody up, and that's what WXYs do. I mean, let me just show you. Basically where it's already been done to you. Okay, it's already been done. You have this thing went down, then you got up. Okay, all right, it's going up. No, it's not. We got a three-wave move to the downside. Okay, now we got a three-wave move to the upside. Okay, so anyway, that's what WXYs do. Okay, they keep you within a price range, and they get traders. They endeavor to take their money back, take your money back in WXYs. So anyway, if we got a three-wave move here, we could get a three-wave move back up, and then finally another three-wave move to the downside to complete it. And the way that would look would be basically this. Overall, that's what it would be. Let me change the color so you can kind of see it. We'll do Christmas colors today. There you go. So that would be a WXY correction, and what overall you'd be dealing with if this is the count, a 1 and a 2. Okay, and then we would be going up for the third wave very high. Okay, this is a very bullish scenario. Okay, all right, so there's the bull scenario, guys, and that's a way it could go down. Is it going to go that way? I don't know. All right, let's talk about a very, very bearish scenario. Okay, a very bearish scenario. We wouldn't be dealing with, let me go to the 4 hour just to get a little, there we go. Wouldn't be dealing with a leading diagonal here. Instead, we would be dealing with a WXY. There's your X wave, and then the Y wave is right there. I don't like that for a lot of reasons. We didn't even come to the one-to-one extension. It doesn't appear that the WXY is finished. So, I'm not a fan of this count either. I'm not a fan. We got a one-to-one extension way up here at 89, 89.50, 89.20, 89.50 in that ballpark there. Um, you know, so we haven't even reached the structure zone yet. We haven't reached this structure zone yet. So I'm not a fan of that. It doesn't look complete at all. However, this Y wave could be protracted and get up here like this. And let me show you how that could happen. Y wave needs to be 3 waves. Okay, so there's one wave. Okay, we're currently getting the second wave, and then we'll get the third wave to the upside. It may not be that deep here. We could do that and then that. And so that would give us our WX and Y wave, where we get the 3 waves in Y that we need, and this X wave here of the Y, because this is a W wave. This X wave and Y would be a WXY as well. We would again expect to move to the downside here, get down to this region right here, and then an upside move. Okay, and that would finish a complex correction as well. All right. So there are some that are thinking this correction is over. We're heading down. It's a Mack truck, somebody said, and you're standing in front of it. You better not go long. That's what somebody said to me. So that being said, let's look and see what the really bearish look. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me finish this for a second. If this WXY happens like that, then we would expect downside from that point. Okay. All right. Now, what else could it be? Well, this could be if it's going down from here. If it's down direction now. Okay. If it's down now, then that means this is a 1-2. Okay. And this is a 1-2. And now we're getting another 1-2. and it's hugely bearish. And you're talking, we're getting one of these huge candles to the downside coming up soon. Because when you start getting a nesting of 1 2 1 2 1 2s, we're gonna get a big down movement soon. Okay, so that's the very bearish look on it. That takes us down. Um, that takes us down past the lows here, retesting 3100 and possibly even lower than that. That's what some people believe as well. I'm not sure that I'm there yet. I would like us to see. I would like to see $3,100 hold. I've been talking about that for a little while as well. So I'm hoping 3113 holds, because then we indeed have a 1-2 on our hands. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for. I'm hoping this bottom holds, to be honest with you, and this is a leading diagonal, and we're going to get a three wave to the downside. That's kind of what I hope, but I'm not sure whether that'll happen or not. So there you go. There are the scenarios, guys. So let's look at this wave here, and let's just talk about what we should be, what I'm looking at as a trader. Um, so you can have an idea here. Okay, so we got an impulse down move here. Okay, now this is kind of coming up correctively here. What I'm looking for is reversal. It looks like we might be getting it here close. We'll have to we might have it. We might have one more up. We'll have to wait and see. But we're always as traders looking at the one-to-one extension here of this first leg. Okay, and so basically um, we've got a move right here. Okay, and this would be 1 2 3 4 5, and so this would basically be some kind of a 5 3 5. Though someone may say, well, where's the five in that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a WXY or it's a 5 3 5. It's something, but it's a three wave. Can we just say that? Some kind of a three wave move. I just prefer that. Now we haven't come up to the 127. That's the other position that we're looking for, the 127 or the 1-to-1 extension. We don't want to see it go beyond 7100, because then we're thinking this is impulse. Okay, and so if we're thinking correction, we're thinking three wave to this region right here, and then we're looking for reversal signs here to go to the downside from there. Okay, now with that trade setup, um, what kind of downside are we looking at? Well, just depends on whether it goes down impulsively or whether it goes down correctively. Okay, because remember I gave you corrective. I gave you kind of a corrective look at it where we go down one leg and then we go up to $9,000 region. Um, or I'm giving you an ultra bear scenario. So if it goes down correctively, guys, we would expect price to come down to about 63.28 in that region. It could come to the 786. Whereas I always look to see where there's structure that's confluent here. There's a nice structure line there. There's structure here. So there's some structure right in this region. 63 to 6100 is what I would expect here for the 1-to-1 extension or the 127 extension of this wave right there. That's what we'd be looking for for a corrective move, and that would be our WXY scenario to the downside. X and Y scenario, and then after that, the expectation, if this comes down correctively, would be to the upside. Okay, if it comes down impulsively, guys, this would not be a WXY, but the 1 2 1 2s would be in play, and we would expect price to get beyond 5,900. So we would expect price to come on down and surpass 5,900. If we break 5,900, this is not a WXY at all. It's not coming down correctively. It's coming down impulsively, and we would expect more downside, big time downside. So there's your line of death, 5,900. Okay. So that's how we're thinking about it. That's how I think about it. I hope that's clear as mud. No, I hope it's a lot clearer than mud. So that's how I'm seeing this market right now, guys. Those are all the options that I can see on the table. Which one do I think is going to happen? I think this one's going to happen right here. I think we're going to come on down. I'm looking for this trade, to be honest with you. I think we're going to come up here to the 127 up here, and then we're going to come down here to the 1-to-1 or the 127, and then we're going to go long again. That's what I believe. And that doesn't mean we're bullish, guys. It just means that we're going to finish this WXY, this larger WXY properly. We're going to finish it out. It's going to, let me get white here. it's going to finish that WXY, and this is going to be a three-wave move like it needs to be. Okay, so we got a three-wave move to start it in our W. Okay, we got a three-wave move in our X. Um, okay, uh, yeah, in our X, and now we need a three-wave move in our Y. Okay, so I know it's messy, but you get the idea. If you don't understand WXY corrections, I have a video on it. You can check it out. Corrections there. So anyway, looking at price, we might have already reversed. Let me see if I can. I'm going to remove the drawings off my chart there. All right. Yeah, this might have already started reversing. It looks like we got a nice reversal candle with a retest of it. So, yeah, it looks like a good time to think about going short. But again, we might get another push to the high. So, watching price carefully, okay? All right, guys. You guys have a fantastic day. I hope that gives you some things to think about. You should definitely rewatch that video a couple times, especially if you're confused. I think it went slow enough and carefully enough to understand that you can understand the different scenarios that are in play. All right. If you want access to those charts where you can actually look at them statically rather than watching on a video, then you might join the Telegram group. I offer charts and videos extra there all the time, and give my analysis and input in the chat all the time. I'm very active in that group and trying to take care of that group very well. So they get access to these YouTube videos, obviously, but they get access to so much more. They get charts and extra help. They get nudges when to stay out of the market and things, and encouragement not to FOMO and things of that nature. So anyway, so we're watching this carefully. We are looking for this $7,000 region. That is most likely what we're going to get. We have structure here that kind of supports that, but we got the top of this wave right here. Now we've already come to the top of this wave, and that's probably why we got the rejection there. But we'll wait and see what we get here. Whether this retraces half of it, 50%, or if it comes up and makes a new high. So we'll watch that. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.